The tool that I downloaded that worked yesterday is no longer working.
That's the Zoom Murphy's Law.
I just made you host, so you're all good to go, Heather.
Alrighty. Wow, we had 21. Good morning, everyone. Sorry for my tardiness. I feel so embarrassed.
Okay. No worries. No worries.
So who's got a
happens to the best of us.
So get your cell phone ready to go because we are going to turn it on. We're going to make that puppy on fire this morning. And I wish I could show you mine because I have this wonderful tool that connects this so you can see my screen. But alas, it is not working. I'm going to try here. 1 second. If you guys would download a couple apps for me, the first one is called Prism, and I'll put this in the chat. It'll work both on iPhone and on Android. So it's Prism, Prism. Go ahead and look for that in your Google App Store or your Google Play Store. I'm sorry, your Apple. You are making me mad. Why aren't you working?
Prism Live Studio? Multi-stream and edit videos.
That's it, I think.
Okay.
Let me make sure here. Hold on. P-R-I-S. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Prisma. P-R-I-S-M-A.
Prisma. Got it.
Prisma.
Photography.
Photo editor. Got it.
Yep. Also, another one is called Kira. I'll put this in the chat as well. Kira. And the other one was Prisma. Showing you some of my faves. Okay, that's it. Okay. Sometimes it's called Kira Droid. K-I-R if you have an Android. Kira, D-R-O-I-D. Kira Droid. Let's see. What else do I have here?
Heather, this is Trevor. I see both Kira and Kira Droid in my options.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
It's just a little garbled. Is that Trevor?
Kira, photo and video.
That's it.
Okay.
All right, one more I wanted you to download. Where are you? It's called Reface. R-E-F-A-C-E. Reface. Trevor, whichever one works for you, Kira or Kira Droid. If you have an Android, you'll need to connect to there. Okay. Got to admit everyone in here. So we spend most of our life documenting our life on cell phones. And I think as you get more and more involved in creating video, there's a couple things that I've learned about how to make them look great. Because we're so self-critical about our own photos. I know I am. So the couple I want to show you, first of all, is let's talk technology for a little bit. Number one is always clean off the back of your cell phone. Clean. So do that for me. Clean the back. It's amazing how dirty that bad boy gets. And as much as you and I would like to maybe soft focus our faces, I would recommend you clean off your... I know it sounds silly, but it's the number one thing. All right, we've cleaned off our cell phones. The next thing is lighting. So what I want you to see right now is I've got two big windows in front of me. Do you see how well lit my face is? If I take a picture with this perspective, it's going to be really good. If I turn around and take a picture like this, it's going to be really bad. Does anyone know why?
You gotta have the light in your face. It's gotta
That's
shine into you.
So whenever you're anywhere, it's always better to have the light on your face. So even if you're taking a group shot, don't have everyone standing away from the window. You get in front of the window, have everyone stand in front of the window so that you get all that great natural light. Really important, because I think a lot of times we take crappy pictures and we're like, how come I never get good pictures on my phone? It's because you're not really thinking about lighting. Lighting is so important. Now, if you don't have good lighting, I have this. So this is called, it's a ring light. Can you see that? It's actually on right now. You can't probably tell here. But you put it on the front like this. Isn't that cool? They're super cheap, like $2 or something ridiculous. So then if you don't have good light, this is on, you just can't really see. Then when you are taking a picture, you get this wonderful sort of luminescence on your face. And that is really nice. And it's not nearly as embarrassing as a selfie stick. I love selfie sticks, but man, I feel so embarrassed when I pull it out. I don't know why. So good lighting, super important. All right, let's open up our phone apps. And for those of you who are on an iPhone, I may have you help me a little bit because I have an Android, which I know is probably, how many of you, just by show of hands, hold on, let me just show the view here. How many have iPhones? If you guys could turn your cameras on, that would be super helpful. Okay. Can you guys turn your cameras on for me just briefly? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Murph. Hey, Diane. Lisa, Renee. I'm just trying to get a sense of who's got iPhones? Just raise your hand. iPhones? Okay, and who has Android? Android? Nobody? Oh, John has an Android. Anyone else?
I do. This is Trevor.
Hey, Trevor, thank you. So I'm going to ask you to help me because there's always a very similar thing on both phones. So I'm going to ask you to help me when you're looking at your phone. What are you seeing? So I'm going to open up the camera app. Now, once you open up your camera app, we are going to look at how do you take photos so that they look the very best. So what I'm going to do just as a workaround here, I'm going to be posting my images in my Slack account so that I can show you. Okay, let me show my screen. Okay, can you guys see my Slack account? All right. So when you're thinking about taking pictures, as you can see, I take a lot of pictures of my pup. You want to make sure, so this picture right here, you'll notice that, that the light is on my face this way, okay? So if I had turned the other direction, it would have been much better lighting. So this is a little better, but you see that I've got a shadow on my face with Bob Ross here. And then these are pictures I instruct clients I have a number of food clients, and this is a company called the Pizza Plant. If you're out of Southern California, you might want to hunt them down. They're in Whole Food stores. It is they call it everything but the hog. So it's a plant-based pizza. It's vegan, dairy-free, and that sounds disgusting, but it's actually really delicious. So when you're thinking about composing an image, first of all, light. Second, framing. So what you'll see here is I've asked the gentleman who actually stocks the pizzas inside of Whole Foods to come up with themes. And this is our date night. So this week we're doing all date night images. So I've asked him, I'm not really a fan of the pineapples in the back, I'm not going to lie, but he's just starting to learn. And we've taken a couple of pizzas, we put flowers, we put wine, we put a card. Now we've got a vignette. And it's interesting, depending upon what you sell and how those are, you have to kind of work with what you got. And so like Artec Tree Care, you can put like a big bow on a tree, right? You could set up a picnic under a tree. They do tree care. So trying to come up with ideas. I mean, Denise, you've got gardens. There's nothing better than that, right? So it's important to think about how can I create images that are going to really exemplify the beauty that is your organization, the Colorado Native Plant. Is that right?
Colorado Native Plant Society.
There you go. So Denise, if you were going to show a picture of something that would be a native plant that would be something like Valentine's Day, what would that be? Something that would exhibit flowers and love, actually love through flowers. What do you think that would look like?
Well, it's winter, and it is the Native Plant Society, so I can't say what trips off my tongue. Of course, is orchids, and so native orchids are not as showy here as our tropical orchids, obviously, but there is one that's really cool, and it's just inky dinky. It's tiny. It's called the fairy slipper. So I don't know. Maybe that would be an idea.
So getting people excited environmentally around what it is you do. Does that make sense?
Bleeding heart. That's a native
There
plant.
you go, bleeding heart. So the people that are going to be following you are going to be interested in that. But how do you get them to follow you and start? Well, you get them to start because they love that picture of that bleeding heart. And you say, if you're not a member, these are the kinds of things that we do all the time. We find the beauty that is in native plants. Happy Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And you put a link to something that's all about that plant. Guys, we don't always have the most interesting topic. Okay. If I talk about keywords one more time, I'm going to poke my eye out. But you know what? I have to stay current, and I have to make it fun. Okay. All right. So let me go over here, back to my screen.
You're frozen.
Oh, I am? Okay. Let me stop sharing. Make sure I'm connected to the right. Okay, go back. Okay, I'm going to start sharing again. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Prisma app. Now I'm going to pull it up here. Prisma. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to have you take pictures using your cell phone. And then I have a really special treat for you guys this week. And I have a gift I'm going to give you that is going to be super cool if you send me these images or post them on your Instagram. So open Prisma. Where are you? And what Prisma is going to do is it's going to allow you to take whatever's on your current feed and turn it into a work of art. So I'm going to show you what some of these images look like. And bear with me because I couldn't show you my cell phone. So just try to follow along as best you can and just play with me while we do this morning. So I'm going to go to my camera roll. Okay. Here they are, okay. Hold on just a second, guys. Go ahead and pick a picture off your camera roll. And then what you'll see is a series of filters. And they turn your work into a piece of art. And they have all different kinds of filters. So go ahead and pick a photo off your camera roll. And it gives you the most gorgeous pictures. I'm going to put some in here so I can show you. There's donuts, there's that one, and that one. Okay. So here's what they look like. You'll see a number of filters. And check this out. Do you see how gorgeous this is? These are things you can take, everyday items.
We're not seeing it.
Okay, thanks, Gail.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of being weird today.
Mm-hmm.
All
I've
right.
already been playing with it. Ha ha.
All right, so look at this. This was a picture of donuts, and I used one of the filters on Prisma, and it becomes a work of art. Check this out. So this is a picture I took. This is with Karen Ruth, and she's having lunch with my dog, Gracie. Now, the picture by itself was not all that interesting. It was cute. But when I applied the filter to it, do you see how it became a gorgeous work of art?
Mm-hmm.
And here's another one. This is my blue latte I took when I was in California a couple weeks ago. Doesn't that look stunning? Like, I feel like I should print that and put it up in my office. It's so pretty. So go ahead and take one of your photos and start applying the filters and seeing if you can't get something really beautiful. Now, some of them, ladies, a couple of those filters make you look old. So we're going to skip past those filters. Some of my favorite filters on Prisma. Let's see, where are you? There you are. Some of my favorite filters, let me just pick an image here. I used the one that says Gothic, I think is the prettiest one. As you scroll down, you'll see a bunch of little filters right here. And you can play with those filters. So just pick an image and then apply the filter. And you'll see that different ones create different effects. If you like how that looks, you can just save it to your camera roll. So at the top, there's a little save right here. You can just save that to your camera roll, and then you can share it out to Instagram. And they're really beautiful. They make very boring pictures look super cool. You can try Dallas. Dallas is a cool one. Mosaic is a really cool one. Mosaic does not work very well with your face because it adds a lot of very strange things to your face. Surf is really pretty. There we go. That's a good one. So I just took a picture of my desk. And I'm going to show you how pretty it is. Look at that.
Wow.
Doesn't it look amazing? I just took a picture of my desk.
That is cool.
Which
I know.
filter was that?
That was surf. Because I find that a lot of times, especially when you're posting on Instagram, your pictures can feel kind of boring. I'm 50 years old. I'm not really all that hip. I always say it takes a village to make me look hip. I got a hair person, I got a nail person, But these kind of things, I think, bring back the fun and creativity. And even if it's not a gorgeous picture, you can have some fun posting it, and it looks really beautiful. So that is really one of my favorite apps. And so what I'm going to, see, can you do that? No, it's probably not very easy for you, but collect these and post one on your social. So if you want to post to Instagram and then tag me, then we didn't have very many people that did TikTok last week. I have to tell you, I'm a little disappointed. I think I got 2. So let's get out of our comfort zone. And let's just post a picture and then say @findability_university. And then we'll be able to see it. And then Gail and will send you a cup of coffee. Everyone who puts in a picture will be entered to win free access to my online course.
Wow.
So that doesn't give you a little bit of incentive to get busy. I charge almost $2,000 for an access into my online course. It's brand new.
Where did you want us to post these pictures?
Either post it on Facebook and tag me, post it on Instagram and tag me, or you can email it to me if you like. Heather@findability.com. Okay?
So everyone who is over 80 years old can email it to you.
Yes, you are welcome to email it. I'm sorry, I don't have a fax number. Does anyone remember fax machines? There's also carrier pigeon.
I remember that. I'm old enough to remember that.
If you want to put it in a carrier pigeon and send it on over, no problem whatsoever. Okay, now we're going to go to a really fun app. we're going to open up the Reface app. It's Reface, Reface. You guys are going to die. It's so funny. Okay, so what Reface does is it lets you upload a picture of your face and then insert that in a number of different vignettes. So when you go in here, you can see at the top, you'll see love stories, you'll see top 100, world tour, videos. So just pick one of those elements, maybe a love story. So you guys, when you choose the love story, they're right across the top. You'll see featured, love stories, top 100, videos, art, gifts, images, and e-cards. So just pick an image. Let's see. And you can just scroll through here. Don't be too picky at this stage of the game. Let's see here. Let me pick something here. Let's see. Okay, I'll do this one. So I'm going to pick this one where the guy is. Okay. So I'm going to. Now I've already uploaded a picture of my face. So if you don't have a picture of your face in there, it's going to ask you to take a quick picture of your face or upload a picture that you have already on your camera. Okay, this looks really creepy. I'll show it to you anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay, you can stop making that noise anytime. Okay, now I'm going to upload this. You guys able to get it to work?
Yeah, it's not flattering to any of my picture.
You got to pick something that's more feminine.
I did pick one that was more feminine, and it still didn't look good. So that just tells you I'm not photogenic.
Well, try some other ones.
I tried Surf. It's super cool.
Yeah, Surf is awesome in Prisma.
So after we did the first filter, I'm sorry, but can you want us to do this next step where we take a new picture?
Yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to a new app, Trevor, called Reface.
Okay.
Reface.
Okay, thanks.
And this is kind of a more silly app. I really wish my computer would stop making that noise. Reface. Now, you could do really funny ones. Like you could be Darian, or not Darian, what's her name? The Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. That one usually looks pretty good.
Daenerys.
Huh? Daenerys, thank you. Okay, stop making that noise. Okay, there we go. You guys are gonna die. Okay, here it is. Can you see my picture, Gail? Now, there's lots of other things you can pick.
That's cringy.
I know, right? I'm going to pick something that doesn't have a beard. Have fun, though. Like, pick something like that you really love.
I just picked Mona Lisa and put my face in it.
Oh, nice. How does it look?
So dumb, though.
I'm going to try this one here.
Let's get out of here together.
So once you hit Reface, then you'll get ads if you don't have the paid version. That's okay. Just wait for the ad to finish. Okay, there we go.
Let's get out of here together.
Okay, I'm going to do a boot. Turn that down because that's annoying. Okay, now I'm going to save it. This is hilarious. Oh, God.
Victoria's Secret. Oh,
Okay,
boy.
look at this one. You guys are going to die. Am I frozen again? Let me reshare. There you go. Turn off the sound. All right, let me reload this. Come on. Okay, why aren't you posting? Here, it's coming in now. There we go. I'm Rhett Butler. That looks a little better. So if you just want to have some fun and you know, just play around a little bit, this is really, really funny. Love Gone with the Wind. You guys all able to you're able to create a couple images?
Yeah, I just did Captain Jack Sparrow. It's really cool.
I got to see that, John.
I'll share it with you.
Oh, I'd love to see it. Oh, nice, Gail. Girl with the pearl earring. Very nice. You look gorgeous in that. So that is one of my favorite ones.
Mostly okay. It's sometimes creepy though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Okay, so another one I'm going to show you. You can download it on your phone. It's called Bitmoji.
I did do that one. I didn't much like Bitmoji. It just kept.
Have you guys done this one?
I have.
It's gotten better.
It took over things. I couldn't get
Oh,
it
really?
to stop and you know, get out of the way. It just, you know, appearing when it kept appearing inappropriately. So I
Oh,
had
that's
to
weird.
get rid of it.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever you feel comfortable with. You can download Bitmoji on the App Store or the Google Play Store. Okay. You can customize the Bitmojis on your phone. You can customize them to look just like you. And I'll post a couple here. I'll show you what they look like here. I just think apps are so much fun. Now, I'm going to warn you guys, a lot of these Bitmojis are effeminate. I'm not going to lie. My husband did this. He started sending me some, and I'm like, no, just don't send those.
You just sign up with your email?
Yeah. And then you can go in and you can, they'll actually add, if you install the Bitmoji app, it will automatically, so when you go to like send a text message and you say love, the Bitmojis will show up on top so that you could add fun images to your, you know, you can send them through text message. You can post them on you know, Facebook or YouTube, or you can send them by email. It's just a lot of fun. I'll show you one right here. And I don't know, I spend an inordinate amount of time adjusting my Bitmoji. So there's my Bitmoji right there. So what you can do is you can adjust the avatar to look just like you. You can change your outfits, your hair color. You can put on glasses, and then it will create a whole library of images that you can create just on the fly. They have really fun ones for holidays, especially. So like, I'll take a look at Valentine's Day. Here we go. And you can send it right inside a message. You can post it on Facebook. I'll send another one here. So here's what this one looks like. And I sent a bunch of these at Valentine's Day. But I think they're a lot of fun. You can change your outfits. You could pull this into Canva and put your own text on it if you want to. You could add a custom background, whatever you feel like you want to do. But I think these kind of things are a lot of fun. I recently listened to an NPR story about the process that emojis. So you guys have seen all those emojis? Well, recently, I guess The Rock put out a message on his Instagram. He's like, why is there not a truck emoji? And then it became like this big thing. And now there is a truck emoji. Apparently, it goes through this big committee and they have to decide, and they only take the emojis that are sort of relevant to the times. But there is also all kinds of emojis you can download. But I was just fascinated. I will send a link in the follow-up to the NPR story about how emojis are selected, which ones make the cut and which ones don't, and how they're added to our phones and for use as an emoji. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever done an emoji war. An emoji war is where you put 3 or 4 emojis down and it tells a story. So one might be, like for mine, it might be lip, lash, wine glass, chihuahua. And what you do is you send them back and forth, and it's kind of a little game that I play with my boys. And we come up with like, can you figure out what the story is behind the emojis? And you have like little emoji battles. Those are very, very fun. So there we go. We looked at some really cool tools, right? And a couple other things I wanted to show you is when you're taking pictures, you're always going to, well, I always do. It depends on this. You're never going to look good when it's down like this. Okay, it just is going to look, you're going to get kind of the strange neck shot. Okay, so when you're asking people to take your photo, have them go up. I always say go up really high, but you can go up to here. Oops, I make sure you can see me. There you go. And you want to come up so that you're extending your jawline, and also it's just a better, more flattering shot when you put it up. It's really bad if you do it right on and then you come down. Now, a couple of things that I want to show you just with your regular photos. Go ahead and open up your camera and pick any photo that's on your camera roll right now. Now, on an Android, there's a little tiny pencil. Can someone tell me on an iPhone, what do you hit to adjust the photo on an iPhone? What does that look like?
Edit.
Say again?
Edit. In the top right-hand corner.
Edit. Okay, hit edit. All right, so there's 2 things you want to adjust. First is the lightness, and second is the saturation. You'll see this photo is pretty dark. All right, so we're going to adjust it ourselves just real quickly. The first thing you're going to go do is to go to brightness. The brightness is the default on my guy, but you'll see there's a brightness one. Now I want you to pump up the brightness almost like you're washing out the photo. So you want to wash the photo out so it seems like it's too white. That's okay, leave it alone. Then you're going to go over to saturation. It's going to be one of the little filters, you guys, so you'll have to look for that on your phone. Then when you get to saturation, you're going to bump up the saturation. Now what that's going to do is it's going to pop the color and it's going to make everything. So you want to, first of all, you want to flood out the image with lots and lots of white. Then go into saturation. Don't go all the way up on the saturation because it can look weird, but just go a little bit past the midpoint and see how gorgeous your pictures look. It pops the color, it brings out the detail. Now also, once I do that, there is a little kind of magic wand up here. Sometimes I'll hit the magic wand and let the computer do the saturation. But you will be amazed that when you go in, you take a picture, especially if it's like a land shot, like a landscape, something that has lots of color. If you pump up the brightness, pump up the saturation, the images will look absolutely gorgeous. So Denise, when you're taking pictures of flowers, or even if you're doing a vignette of your book and a flower and something else, guys, if you don't have something that's super interesting from a visual standpoint, think about what you can do to create a vignette. So let me grab my book here. So grab something in your office that you can stage a little bit of a shot. So here I'm going to grab my book. So if you guys have something in your office that you can grab, we're going to do a little vignette exercise. All right. So just where you're at, you're going to pick your, whatever you're at. So I don't care if it's a coffee cup, it could be a stuffed animal, don't care. So what I have a lamp right here. So I'm going to put this against the lamp and I'll show you what I'm doing here in just a second. I'm going to create a little vignette just with the stuff I have in my office. All right, so I'm going to show you this here. All right, so what I've done here is I've taken my book, I've taken my laptop, my sparkly laptop, I've taken my mermaid. Welcome to my world. Okay, I put in a mermaid. Now I've got this really nice light coming from the lamp. I've also got some natural light coming from the window. And I'm going to take a really nice, hold on. Okay, there we go. Can you guys see that? You're getting, I know you're getting a lot of da-da-da-da. So I'm going to take a picture of that. Then I can put the filter on it. I could put the prism filter on it. And now you are featuring, you know, your book with a little slice of who you are as an individual. There's an account I strongly recommend you follow. It's on Instagram and it's called Coffee Bay, B-A-E, Coffee Bay. And this woman is unbelievable. She's got millions of followers and all she does is make drinks. She makes drinks in front of the window in her house. Now the window has like this gorgeous natural light. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of your vignette. Take this off here. And you can make vignettes for anything that you're doing. Now keep in mind, guys, if you're doing video, you wanna make sure that you rotate the phone. See, we're very used to like taking pictures like this, but if let's just say you're gonna use it on your website or as a banner on Facebook or something like that, you need to make sure that you rotate your camera this way so that you're, especially with video. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of my vignette here. Also on my phone, there's a timer. I always set a timer for 5 seconds before it actually takes the shot. And why I like it is because it gives me a chance to sort of adjust whatever I'm looking at and then take the picture and not have to worry about it going like right away. Okay, I'm gonna take that picture and let's pull that into Prism and let's make it into a little piece of art. So take a picture of something in your office. What are you gonna do, John? Got something in your office?
Yeah, I have a collection of leather journal with a bunch of multicolored dry erase pens and a cup next to it.
Oh, that sounds great. You can pick anything in your, oh my gosh, Lisa, you have that gorgeous backdrop. Well done. I know, that's gorgeous. Oh, and the backdrop's nice too. Nicely done. Okay, Jerry, good job. All right, so is everyone following me? Take a picture of something. Very nice, Elizabeth. Looks great. Now we're going to open up your Prism app. You'll see it is the first, now it's going to be the first picture on your camera roll. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a picture from my camera roll. Now, I really like, on Prism, I like Dallas and I like Gothic. They tend to really make it very, kind of a very unique sort of painting. And you could try other ones too. The surf is also gorgeous. I love surf.
This Tokyo turned out really well also.
Oh yeah, Tokyo is super cool too, yeah.
And I noticed as well, if you drag your finger from left to right, you can adjust the amount that the filter applies to the photo. So it's not an all or nothing game.
Oh, very nice. Thank you for that. Oh, that's cool.
So if something seems too much for one of them, maybe you can dial it back a little bit and you can find the sweet spot.
I love it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and upload that.
Okay.
So you guys can see it. Okay, let me show you what I did. Ta-da! What do you guys think?
Nice.
That looks
What filter
cool.
was that?
Doesn't that look awesome?
Which filter?
So cool.
Awesome?
Which filter?
So cool.
That filter was surf.
It's great.
And we don't need to know like every single little phone trick. It's just a matter of having like a group of apps that you really can just rock out a picture. It's related to what I do as a business owner, but it's beautiful. And you'd be amazed at everyday objects that you have in the grocery store, in shopping malls, think about going to Home Goods. For those of you who've ever been to Home Goods, you can just take your book to Home Goods and create a vignette with items you find there, or at Whole Foods if you sell some kind of food product, or Trevor, you could pull all your instruments together, or whatever feels like something that you're really passionate about, but that a boring picture doesn't really give it justice. Okay, so here's my offer. I'm going to have you guys tag me. You can send your images, heather@findability.com. You can post it to Instagram. And what I'm going to do, because you guys have been so great and showing up every week, is I'm going to give you, anyone who sends me a picture, we're going to send you access to the online course.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
I'm feeling generous today.
That is awesome.
Did you know today is Random Acts of Kindness Day?
No.
It is.
Oops.
Can't make that up. Okay? So
Who
if
did?
you would,
Who made
What's
that
that?
up? Who did? Who made that up?
I don't know, whoever makes up the national holidays, right? Oh, I wanted to show you one more tool that I'm absolutely insane for. It's an app, and it's called THNKS. THNKS. I want you to pay it forward today. This app, you put your credit card in, you can send 1 cup of coffee to someone by text. You can send them a coffee and a brownie. You can send them lunch. You can send them all different kinds of things.
Can you
So for
send them a cup of
$6, you could send someone a cup of coffee today. Okay, so I'm going to give you access to the course if you do the work. I want you to pay it forward. Send someone a cup of coffee today.
Okay.
And tell them how much you appreciate their friendship or how much you appreciate them in your life. You'd be amazed at when you get a cup of coffee. I used to drop Starbucks coffee examples into my programs, and I can't tell you how many Starbucks cards I got. It was like a subliminal drop in the middle of my program, and I would get tons of Starbucks coffee cards as gifts.
It's actually a really great idea, especially these days when you can't actually you can't connect with people, or you want to send your gratitude. You can do it this way.
I love it. And it's
That's
$6
nice.
and you can send someone a cup of coffee and a little love note. So
What's the app again?
it's THNKS. You put your credit card in and you'll see there's and you can send it right to their text as a text message. And I can't tell you how delighted, even a sales call. I've sent this, like Gail, I sent this to the ortho group that I met yesterday.
Yeah.
And the guy sent it back. He's like, that's so cool.
That's
So
cool.
it's up to you whether you choose to take my challenge today. Gail and I will keep track of those of you who do actually post and tag us, and we will send you access to the online course. My only requirement is if you join the course that you seriously consider joining the Facebook group so you can get support from the other people that are in the group. Okay?
Mm.
And then I may ask you later, once I launch the course, to give me some testimonials, some feedback, and then maybe share that with the people that you know. Is that fair?
Sure.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
So go ahead, have fun with Prism, have fun with Reface.
I like
Just keep-
Prisma.
Yeah, I
do
love
too.
Prism.
I do too. I like them all.
Yeah, and send a little thank you or a cup of coffee on the Random Acts of Kindness Day, which is today, February 17th.
So if you can't find me later, you'll know I'm on Reface or Prisma or something. Don't yell at me. I'm doing research.
I warned you. It's very addictive.
You got me hooked on TikTok.
Oh, well, yeah, TikTok is very addictive if you get on there.
Yeah, I'm following moonpie.starbucks. This Starbucks. This little puppy.
Who's Moon Pie?
Oh my God, you look her up. She is a little doggy. I could see Gracie doing this, Heather. You should get Gracie to do this. She does little things like she had little pajamas on and she goes, coffee. A yawn is a silent scream for coffee.
Oh, Jerry just gave me, Jerry, I know we've gone way past my half hour, so if you guys need to go, I understand.
It
But
goes
there's another app.
Yeah.
There's another app I want to show you. It's called Lumen 5.
Mm-hmm.
Lumen 5, Lumen 5. You have that, Lisa?
I think we covered that one.
I think we did, but it's always fun to bring it out. What you can do is you can take a video or a series of images and turn them into a video.
Oh, yeah.
So it uses artificial intelligence to understand contextually what like a blog is about. You give it the URL for the blog. It looks at all the copy in the blog and then will automatically create a video with text and music that you can then immediately share out to your social. Let me show you. This is like, this has been one of my favorite tools for quite some time. Okay, so I'm going to go to Lumen, Lumen5.com.
Frozen.
Yeah, you're frozen again.
Okay, sorry. How about now?
You're good.
You have to set up a free account. It's worth it. Now, what you can do, let me see if I can get in my account. All right, we'll try it this way. Okay. So let's say you have a blog post or you have a video or you have some asset that you would like to repurpose. Now you can also use this. I believe there is a Lumen 5 app that you can download for your phone as well. Okay, so check this out. Can you see my screen?
Mhm.
All right, so your last blog post. So you're gonna come in here into new video. And don't forget, we'll send you the recording. Now check this out. You can upload, you just put your blog link here. You can do a script. So if you want to just like pop in a script, you can put that here, or you can upload media. And take a look. When you put in the app, you see here's one of my videos. So I've turned my blog, just given them the URL, and it automatically creates it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create, you'll see here I can do Facebook images, Instagram images, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and do an Instagram post. Then you can choose from a myriad of different themes. So I'm going to pick the marketing strategy theme. Now what it's doing is it's looking at the copy that's inside of that blog or video, and the AI is picking photos and it's also picking music, and it's going to display the text. It picks out like subheads of text. All right, so here's the blog. Okay, give it just a second. Okay, you ready? I haven't touched this at all. It's just using AI to figure out what your blog is and then creates this. Now, I haven't touched this. I'm just going to show you this real quick. can always change the music too if you don't like the music. But what it's done is it's created this video and pulled out elements from my blog. It's found images that match it contextually, and then it adds music to it. So if you're looking for a way to create video in a very easy fashion, you can also go in and you can change the text, you can do all kinds of stuff. But if you don't want to, in a lot of ways, what you get is perfectly usable. Isn't that awesome?
This is a great tool for business owners.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Who don't have a
video,
lot
I
of
think,
time
is
to
the
do
hardest
this.
thing.
Yeah.
And you can go in, like I said, you can change the text, you can change the images, you can change anything you want to get in here and footsie-foo with. My suggestion would be edit as little as possible, unless it's just absolutely wrong. All right. Well, we went to an hour today. So I hope, we keep getting more and more people on the show. I was a little nervous about doing this on a weekly basis because I thought maybe it would be too much. So I'm assuming you guys like it because you keep coming back. So I want you to get all over Prism, set up your Bitmoji, try your reface. And next week, what am I going to do next week? Anyone have a thought of what we should look at next week? We've done Instagram to death.
Well, while you're thinking,
Yeah.
It really pays to go over the rebroadcasts. So I went over it like minute by minute for Instagram, and I finally found the dot. And then I copied you and changed my name so it was consistent and so on and so forth. So it really, you got to take, even if it's for half hour and you do only half, but doing it step by step, because you're fast, you know what you're talking, and you do review, but my pea brain can't absorb it. So it's
You're so hard on yourself, Jerry.
Time.
Yeah,
And
do it fast
I'm gracious with myself. It takes time. This is new.
Yeah.
It's worth it. So you have to talk to yourself.
Maybe what we'll do next week is let's take a look at the add-ons that you can do for Instagram to create higher levels of conversion. So there's all these great sort of third-party tools that you can use to get more conversions from really from anything. You get more conversions from Facebook. I've got a couple tools I think you guys will really enjoy on how to get more conversion from your current social media. And I think it's not as sexy, but it will definitely be sort of a rubber to the road type of session. Does that sound good?
I love that idea.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Heather, I have a question.
Go ahead, Trevor.
You asked us to tag you on Facebook or IG.
Yeah.
Do we need to be your friend on Facebook to tag you, or how do we do that?
No, obviously I'd love for you to be my friend, Trevor. But yeah, you can just put @ so in your message after you've uploaded the photo, you say @ and then findability_university, and then I will get a notification.
Got it. Thanks.
And if you want to follow me, I'd love to have you part of my group.
I have
And
a
same
question.
thing for Instagram?
That's for Instagram.
Oh, okay. What is it for Facebook?
You
How do
just
we tag
actually you'll have to follow me in Facebook in order to tag me in Facebook.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
It's Heather Lutze CSP. There's another account out there that's Heather Lutze that I think I'd created at the dawn of time that I don't use. So make sure it's the Heather Lutze CSP one.
Thank you.
All right, gang. Well, I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a wonderful, don't forget to send a cup of coffee to someone in your life using the Thanks app. And I look forward to receiving your images. And then in due course, we will send everyone access to the course and access to the Facebook group. And my only suggestion to you is if you really want to get found online, do the work. Okay? Do the work. And we'll show up for you 100%. All right, gang, we're done for today. Great job. We'll see you next week, okay?
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care, guys. See you next Wednesday.